Hello everyone, this is Denise of Dynasty Nice, and it's another episode of Learning Things with Denise. Dum dum. So on today's episode, I wanted to just briefly talk about something that I'm reading right now is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is a personal development banger. This is a personal development classic. It is definitely not obtainable through the library because there's like 10 copies and 48 people waiting in line. So I'm not going to Barnes& and Noble to read it. I'm not doing that. But I am reading it and I am currently on chapter 3. So, what I am considering doing is creating a series, not breaking down chapter by chapter, but breaking down just like some overall super important things that I take away from the book. Because, I mean, there's so many people who are doing synopses of it, there's so many people who like do breakdowns of it, and that you don't need me to add to that mix. But I do want to shine light on the things that I grasp from it in case like maybe one of those things might help you, or perhaps it inspires you to also read the book and find the things that you need, because like we are all on a different level, we're all at a different level, we're all on a different journey, we're all different unique people. So what I get out of it is not going to be the exact same as what you get out of it. And so I just want to let you guys know that I am a recovering personal development junkie. Okay, I'm recovering. So that's why I refuse to buy this book unless someone gives it to me for free or gives it to me or I get it from the library or something. I don't really want to pay money for it. And yeah, hopefully, one of the habits that I form after completing this book is identifying myself as the type of person who actually reads books and applies what they learn in their life immediately. I want to identify myself as an action taker, as a fast action taker, not just an action taker, a very fast action taker. I am a learner. I study. I am consistently learning things, constantly learning things and absorbing new materials and applying them to my life immediately. That is the type of person that I want to identify myself as by the end of this book. But the overarching thing, the very first habit that I want to work on going through this book, I have decided is the habit of I am a believer. You guys know this. I am a big person of faith, and that is the habit of just getting into my word daily and more consistently and putting God first. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing, God, I pray, I read my Psalms, I read my scripture, and I start memorizing verses in the Bible. I just want to be a much better Christian, or a much better believer rather than I am right now, because right now I'm a lot better than I was in the past. However, I still do the comparison game where it's like I'll be in church and I'll be like, I can't share anything because my testimony isn't like their testimony, or I can't say anything about this because I don't know the Bible story, or I didn't memorize this. They're saying everybody should know this, but I don't know this, and so I can't be my true self. I can't expose myself as being ignorant as a believer in Jesus Christ. So that's my identity shift, is not comparing myself to other people and being like, oh no, I can't speak about the Bible, I can't speak about God because I don't know enough, I don't know enough. No, we're changing that by reading this Atomic Habits and applying it to my habit of reading scripture regularly, learning about the Bible, learning about all the stories and memorizing scripture, actually being able to put on the armor of God and use scripture in everyday life. That is the thing that I'm working on. So I don't know what you might want to do. If this is like getting the juices running, or the hamster going in your mind to think about a new habit or a new identity that you want to form. Because for me, I was like, that was the main thing that I got from the first 3 chapters, is that changing a habit isn't about changing the what or focusing on the goal or making a goal in general. It's not like if I want to lose 50 pounds, it's not like focusing on that goal of having the goal of I'm going to lose 50 pounds. That doesn't do anything because so many of us have had goals that we just don't even try to obtain. It's about first, this is according to the book, this is not my original idea, this is according to the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's about first deciding who you're going to be and forming the systems to obtain that. And so that was the main thing that I got from these first 3 chapters. That was kind of like the first, because I've definitely been focusing on the goals, because I've written them down, I've dissected them a bit, I've pondered them, I've thought on them, and yet I have not moved towards them. I hadn't made the steps to move towards them. So I think I'm so glad that somebody in our book club recommended that we read this together, because I think this is really going to be something that's going to help propel me into stepping into who I know I'm meant to be. I just need a little push sometimes, you know? So this is really good. And as I learn stuff about Atomic Habits, I'm going to share it with you guys. But for now, I just want you to know that I am reading it. Let me know if you are also currently reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. And you can't join the book club because it's only for certain individuals. It's only for the 757 right now. And until I get it together, I'm not going to release it to everyone. But for right now, it's just for the 757. However, I would encourage you to, if you want to read along, just read along. We're not all doing it on the same pace. We're just literally just reading as we want to. So if you want to currently pick up Atomic Habits by James Clear, I would recommend checking your library to see if they have it. If you like audiobooks, you can check Libby, you can check Hoopla, you can just Google to see if there's an audio version anywhere available for free. Any other ways? I'd recommend checking out your local bookstore to see if they might have it. It's a fairly popular book. They might have Atomic Habits in their personal development section. And worst case scenario, Barnes & Noble. I'm not going to tell you to do this, but Barnes & Noble is a place with books. I'm not telling you to do anything, you know? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that Barnes & Noble is a place with a lot of books. And every Barnes & Noble I've been to has had it. So, yeah. Make sure that you are taking notes, and you're only really taking notes on the stuff that applies to you in your life right now, where you are in your season of life. Do not take the generic notes. I'm working on being a better note taker because I write notes on everything. Take notes on things that are important for you in your season in life and apply them immediately. Apply them. Write down your action items and apply them. I am speaking to myself. I'm not just speaking to you. I am speaking to myself because we're in a season of change. We've got to actually make some change. We've got to mature some because, man, oh man, it's time to stop being a baby, put my big girl pants on, and get out there and walk into who it is that I know that I should be. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day thus far. If you want to join me in reading Atomic Habits, this is something that's going to happen probably for a month or so, or a couple of weeks, however long it takes me to read it. I'm looking forward to this. Feel free to start alongside me and let me know what you were learning as you were learning it. You can come back to this video. It doesn't matter like what point in time it is. It can be 10 years from now. You can come back to this video and comment what you're learning by reading Atomic Habits by James Clear and how you've applied it to your life, or how it's improved your life, or if you're getting any value out of it. Just drop in the comments like how it's changing your mindset, how it's changing how you approach making habits, forming habits, and making tiny changes to get better and better each and every single day. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day, and that's all I have for you guys. So until next time, goodbye.